part of tonight for you?
You know what, honestly, to just be in my hometown, experiencing this thing for the first time, I think what you guys are doing here is unbelievable. It's a layer of boxing. It's a new layer of entertainment. I've just been having a good time, honestly.
And I wasn't supposed to ask another question, but you are a self-proclaimed TikToker. We're at 46.5 million. Will we ever see you in the ring?
Y'all gonna have to pay me a lot of money to get in this thing, but...
All right, guys, let's take a look at the heat behind our next fight. Taylor Holder versus Nissan Gibb.
I am Anissan Gibb. I make videos on YouTube where I try and tell a good story.
My name is Taylor Holder. I'm on Team TikTok. I'm the best fighter on this card.
There's not much passion in this content, but I don't really care about that. He's just a guy in front of me that I'm gonna fight.
When it comes down to his content, it's just like his fighting.
Let's do him. Let's do him. What's at stake for me is my credibility. I'm coming back for redemption. People saw me lose in Miami. I'm coming for the win.
I'm fighting Gibb because he was the only one man enough to get in the ring with me.
This man's delusional. He called out Canelo on Twitter. Like, you're stupid.
Yeah, you can get it.
We're doing a lot of strength and conditioning, hard work, sparring. We're working our ass off.
A lot of cardio, recovery, food, all of that.
Losing ain't an option for me.
My prediction for the fight is psychotic pressure.
I already know this man's going to come out wild, but I'm going to do what I have to do to make sure I come out victorious.
Taylor, you are going to get done in and embarrassed.
Time for our co-main event of the evening. Paige, Taylor Holder, he literally has been training with the very best. He's ready.
He's ready. He's sparred with Canelo,
yes.
Right? Sparred with him. It's one thing to be at the same gym as a legend like that, with the same coach as somebody like that, but to spar him, you can't pay for that experience, right? The experience in that alone, the knowledge you're getting from sparring with somebody that, is freaking Canelo, right?
Yeah.
So that's absolutely amazing. It's so incredible that he's taking his training as seriously as he is.
When he sat down with me yesterday, he looked me in the eye and he said what he just said in that package: I'm the best fighter on this card. But the guy standing across the ring from him also believes that he's the best fighter on this card, and that's Gibb.
Well, let me talk about Gibb. There were a lot of big YouTubers that nobody knows about that was offered Taylor Holder. Nobody would take it. Nobody would touch it. Even though we've never seen him in the ring, rumors went around that he actually is very good. Big Gibber, so tough, fearless. He wanted it more than anyone, and he got it.
Very few pro fighters ever spar with Canelo Alvarez, the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Taylor did, and now we're going to see him for the very first time. It's time for our co-evening.
Miami, representing Team TikTok, Taylor Holder!
And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, Taylor Holder.
Look at that confidence, right? He looks stoic. He looks loose still. He's moving around. He looks focused. He's not out of his element. It looks like this is right where he belongs.
Man on a mission as he marches forward.
He has how about 19.1 million followers on TikTok? He's no joke.
Oh, that sounds very nice, doesn't it? He is no joke. And the fact that these guys, they're stepping away, they're not professional athletes, they're stepping away from their career to go in there and fight for their fans. It's absolutely amazing.
Paige, don't tell Taylor that he's not a professional fighter. Do not tell him that.
Tonight he is.
Representing Team YouTube, Anissan Gibb!
What a great song.
What a great walkout song.
Absolutely.
Somewhere Michael Jordan just turned his head one time.
The oldies are the goldies.
This is that power music, right? He's going to battle. This is that rocky moment, gets you amped up.
We have been working our way up from the start, and it's really starting to get good, and the emotions came very, very high.
This is the one I'm most excited for. I mean, obviously the main event, but this one right here, I'm so excited to see what Taylor Holder can do and can give.
All right, let's take a look now at the tail of the tape between these two fighters in our co-main event. Paige, take me through it.
Tail of the tape, we have the age advantage to Gibb. Well, I would say significant height advantage to Taylor. I like that height advantage. The reach advantage is the real big giveaway here. That reach advantage here, especially if he's been training as much as we think he has, that's going to be a big factor in this fight.
All right, both fighters are in. It's time now to introduce them.
In the blue corner, representing TikTok, weighing in at 175 pounds, topping out at 19 million TikTok followers, from Alvarado, Texas, the legend of lip sync, Taylor Holder! And representing YouTube in the red corner, weighing in at 179 pounds with over 2 million subscribers, hailing from Saudi Arabia, now in the UK, the beast from the east, Anisan Gibb! Red corner, weighing in at 100.
All right, guys, we're in the dressing room. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. In case of a knockdown, go to the corner I tell you to go to. I'm ready for me to call you out. Any questions? Cut them up.
Okay, so we do have a touching of gloves between Taylor Holder and Gibb. And they are ready. Here we go, the first of a scheduled 5 rounds. I'm excited, guys, to see what Taylor Holder has.
I'm super excited. In fact, I got a confession. I got a $10,000 bet with another YouTuber, Nico. He's, of course,
you put all the money on the line.
Yeah. He's voting for Gibb.
Oh, so you bet on Holder?
I bet on Holder, yeah.
Okay.
I like Holder's high guard, right? That guard, he's keeping his hands up. He's being patient. That looks like an educated boxer to me.
Absolutely, Paige. And you're going to see Gibb just rush.
Bringing it down to the body. Not utilized a ton tonight is those body shots. Those body shots can take your opponent's breath away.
Ooh. You know, when the odds first came out on Stat Hero, Taylor Holder was an underdog. And then I did my #1 sports betting show in the country, The Early Edge. And we said Taylor Holder should have been the favorite. And all of a sudden...
And it switched.
It switched. I'm just saying, we moved the market.
Just like that.
Well, Gibb has a lot of fans, and it's not just his personal fans or his personal subscribers. The entire YouTube UK is all supporting Gibb. Some of the biggest creators in the world supporting Gibb. And, of course, TikTok.
You know, my partner, Ian Parker, he said that Taylor, he's been hearing through the grapevine, has been very, very calm. And we're starting to see that here in the first round. He's taken a few shots. He's come out very, very slow.
Holder looks amazing. I mean, he truly is being as patient as possible. He's not letting any of those punches come through. He's going to tire Gibb out. If Gibb keeps being the forward aggressor like this, he could get tired, and I think that's when Holder's going to capitalize.
He definitely looks like the most seasoned fighter we've seen to this point.
One went in a little low.
On the entire card, right? Holder definitely, he seems like he's the real boxer.
Yeah, Paige, he really is. Good combinations there by Holder. And very quickly, that 2 minutes is up.
That went way faster. It feels like we just got started.
I agree. It feels like that round went faster than every fight that happened tonight.
Let's listen into the corners.
Let's go now. Take it to him. All right? You got to double your weight in. He's open. But when he comes in, all he wants to do is shoot that overhand. So you got to watch out for him, okay? Yeah. Cover yourself and sit. You know that. Yeah. Okay, but that's about it. That's all you got. So if you hit him, you come in, he doesn't have much. So,
all right, so you heard him talk about the overhand right. Let's take a look at some of that first round action.
Got a good body shot here. Made him drop his hands. That definitely looks like he felt that one.
Yep.
I love the corner work, though. The commentary that we hear from Holder's corner is he's telling him it's time for him to bring it to him. It's time for him to pick up the pace and throw his overhand right as Gibb is throwing his 1-2.
I do understand the game plan, but because of his lack of output, I think he lost that first round.
I would have to say so. And that's the thing in boxing. And it is who is landing the most punches. It doesn't matter necessarily if every single one of those causes damage. It's who's the aggressor.
All right, here we go. Round 2. Gibb in the blue shorts and Taylor Holder in the white.
And Gibb definitely has been the aggressor. We'll see if that continues in round 2.
Holder now in the classic boxing stance.
I want Holder to keep his composure, but I do want him to start turning it up a little bit here.
You got to believe at some point he's going to let the hands go.
And he looks good, right? You're looking at him. He's on the fence, not really getting hit. But in the eyes of the judges, he is losing. When his back's on the ropes, he's going to kind of get the teed off on.
And here's an important thing, Coach Page. Gibb is in the best shape of his life. We've seen him in other fights. He's never been this good looking as far as shape. So that might be the difference.
And Taylor a little bit frustrated with a late hit. And now, here come the hands.
And that was late. You know what? The ref gave him a stern warning for that one.
And now Taylor Holder very calm. You can see very calculating.
But it seems like that one frustrated him. It frustrated him, and he's turning it up. He's putting a little bit more heat behind the punches he's throwing now.
It's very, very clear who's had the most real training tonight. It's this man right here. Now, he's not winning the fight, though. That's Page's point.
Well, Gibb, he gets good trainers, but he's very unorthodox.
And that's the thing. These short rounds, right? These are 2 minutes. You only have 2 minutes to capitalize. All of a sudden, 2 rounds have gone by, and you're being a little bit too patient. Now you're down 2 rounds. You can't be that patient. You have to bring it to your opponent.
It almost feels like his trainers gave him this game plan, forgetting about the shorter rounds.
And that's an element you have to think about. Traditional male boxers, it is 3-minute rounds, and that's something the coaches needed to reevaluate for.
And again, a very, very active round for Gibb. A very, I almost want to use the word passive round for Taylor Holder.
That was insane. We just seen Gibb say a swear word to someone in the audience. Not sure who that was right behind us. I mean,
it looks like a parent.
He's focused. He's focused on Taylor Holder and focused on Taylor Holder's mother, maybe?
Mother, it looks like a parent. And you know what? Everyone who came out to support their athlete tonight, I can tell you, my mom watches me fight, professional bare knuckle boxer, right? My mom will not go to my fights because I think that she would be a little crazy too.
Professional performance. Yeah.
Here's some of the action from the second round. You heard the corner say you're giving a professional performance. And so far, Gibb is.
And there we see the late shot. That was after the bell. Or not after the bell, after the ref separated him. The ref is the most important person in that.
And Taylor very upset. Look at him. He's like,
very upset.
Okay, we'll see if the game plan changes now that we move into the third of 5 rounds. And if I was scoring the fight, I would have Gibb up 2 rounds to none. Foos, what do you have?
2 rounds to Gibb. Gibb is just much more the aggressor right now. I don't see Taylor letting his hands go, but if he's able to outlast Gibb, and if Gibb tires out, we could have a switch later on in the fight. But for now, I got Gibb.
Well, every time Taylor Holder shakes his head at him and says you're not doing anything, he's not coming back with anything.
Well, the thing is Holder, he's proving to the judges that punch landed. He's saying, oh, no, that one didn't hurt, shaking it off, but he's proving it landed, and that's what matters. Those punches are landing. They might not be hurting you as much as you think, but you're getting a reaction out of your opponent, right? I love when my opponents shake it off, like, no, that didn't hurt. Yes, it did.
Holder's got to do something. I mean, he's just playing defense.
And that works in longer fights, right? This is 5 2-minute rounds. It is too short to be on the defense the entire fight for this long.
But we're in the 3rd round. He needs this round.
I would agree.
He is starting to open the hands up a little bit more, but for the third straight round, Gibb is way more aggressive.
Gibbs' cardio was holding up. I feel like that off the first round, I was curious if Gibbs' cardio would hold up. He's powering forward with full authority, power punches, and it seems like he still has a ton of energy to go.
Gibb wasting no time after the breakup, getting right back into the pocket.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really happy for Gibb right now. It clearly is not over, but it looks like I'm going to be dishing out 10 grand.
Hey, it's not over until it's over.
And Gibb continues to throw combinations. And Taylor Holder's getting frustrated, and I'm not quite sure who he's frustrated with.
No, I'm not either. And the most important person, you got to listen to the ref. Whatever they say, they can stop this fight whenever they want to. So let's keep listening to the ref. Good ending. I was curious if there was going to be some more late punches there.
Well, it's got to be frustrating to not have a break, right?
Okay.
And Gibb is just going.
Take it to him. Come on, man.
Let's listen in.
He ain't got fucking shit. He's got nothing, man. Come on. When you're aggressive, he's scared. So come on, take this shit to him. Please, take it to him. All right? Come on, Taylor. Don't let him get you on the rope. We work on the center of the ring. Yes.
Hand up top, yeah?
Yeah.
Faster, speed 1-2. Speed 1-2, yeah?
Cool.
Once you caught him a few times, we'll go power 1-2.
Yes.
But keep moving, keep establishing that jab. That's it, you're good. You control it.
Yeah, fantastic.
We're in round 4.
That's it, we're in round 4 now, Gibbs. Yeah?
I could see a little bit of frustration out of Holder's corners. I feel like they're frustrated that they've trained to keep this fight in the center of the ring, and that's not happening.
They've also trained him to be aggressive.
They did. And that's the thing, he's telling him, hey, turn it up. What are you doing?
We see it so many times that fighters aren't doing what their corners want them to do or what they've trained to do.
Well, and it's different, right? You can train something over and over again, but when those lights are on, this is different. Fighting isn't, you don't get to take 2, you don't get to take a picture and take another one.
Good left hand there by Taylor, and you got to believe that he's going to need a knockout to win this fight, down 3 rounds to none.
Absolutely, at this point, I mean, he's got to do something.
And now Holder, the Gibb coming right back.
When he's throwing, he's landing, but Holder needs to be throwing a lot more.
I hate to say it, but it almost looks like his training has caused him to be too professional. If that's a thing.
He just seems hesitant,
Yeah.
He seems like he's trying to be too calculated. And a lot of times fighters can try to be too technical in there, but and a lot of times fighters can try to be too technical in there, but you need to trust that your technique will come out. You just have to go out there and fight, right? The technique is in your body. It's in your muscle memory. The technique will happen. Your job is to go out there and fight. Don't think so much.
Big overhand right from Holder. Gibb right back in his grill.
And at this point, Gibb just seems like he does not care. He's taking some punches. Doesn't faze him whatsoever.
He's going to eat a couple and just keep swinging.
He said, this is just a guy that I'm going to go through. And so far, that's exactly what he's
obviously taking his recovery extremely seriously as well.
Absolutely. I mean, I can't wait when this is done to look at the scorecard and see how many landed.
Oh, big left hand for Gibb straight. Oh, big overhand right. And Holder might continue to shake his head, but right